Hello coloring friends. So another 2 weeks have gone and it's August now, a last summer month, and today it's time to see our results for our weekly challenge Find and Color. I remind for those who are new on this channel, on this challenge, that actually this is a weekly challenge, but now I'm on vacation and it's summer. So everyone has 2 weeks for every prompt for coloring, and last time we've got prompt candles. At first I thought it's a rather popular object to find on illustrations in coloring books, but when I actually started searching through my books, it turned out that it's not that often. You can see torches or maybe lanterns, some other lamps maybe, I don't know, but not candles. Anyway, there was enough choice, and the most rich in candles are books by Hanna Karlzon, of course. You can find a lot of different candles, all in Hanna's style, but still different. And so no surprise, I've got so many submitted works with illustrations from Hanna's books. If not all, but many of her books were used for coloring for this prompt. It was really very interesting to see the variety of candles by Hanna. Except Hanna, we have a few illustrations by Kerber Rosanes, those famous candles from Worlds Within Worlds coloring book. Also you will see a few pictures by Joanna Basford, Clara Markova, and also such rare guests as Christina Novak or Enis Guerrero. And let me show what I have colored for this prompt. When I was choosing illustrations to take with me for this prompt, I have several illustrations to choose from. From books, I took only one book with me by Kerber Rosanes. It's his new book, Mythic World, and I took a lot of printed illustrations, and from all those pictures I have chosen this one. And when it was time to color, and I looked at this illustration and I thought, I don't feel like coloring this picture now, I want something different. And then I looked through all illustrations in that book by Kerber, and not a single candle there. Then I've got one new coloring book here, and I looked through it page by page, not a single candle. And so at the end I had to color this picture after all. Not that I didn't like it that much, but I just didn't feel it. I was in different mood, and I was thinking why I chose this illustration. But anyway, I'm glad that I colored it in the end. It is not that complicated picture, rather simple. It's by Lenka Filonenko, Zodiac Signs. I used color pencils here and a little bit of white gel pen and maybe purple gel pen for small details. As you can see, I decided to make my candles not in usual color, but rather in violet color. And the whole it looks nice, but simply I felt like coloring something else, but no luck. So that was my illustration, and now let's have a look at all illustrations submitted by other colorists for this prompt candle. Let's go. that was our wonderful gallery of works for the prompt candles. Thank you everyone who sent your works. And now about a new prompt for the upcoming 2 weeks. I'm supposed to be back in Nepal by that time, but this upcoming prompt I have chosen beforehand and filmed that. And now let's find out what prompt we've got for upcoming 2 weeks. Yeah, we've got hedgehog. It's been for some time that I wanted to color for this prompt hedgehogs, but I never could draw it. Lucky this time. The hedgehogs that I recall right now, it's from Tomislav Tomic. There is a big hedgehog in one of his illustrations, A Circle of Life, a very cute hedgehog with flowers instead of needles. And Joanna Basford, of course, big autumny hedgehog. I hope I will find some more hedgehogs, cute and pretty, but I'm curious now because I can't remember anymore. I'm off now to look through my books and see you in a second. So I'm back, and what I can say, while searching for illustrations with hedgehogs, I looked through a lot of illustrations, like some forest scene with a lot of different animals, hares, foxes, squirrels, bears, and no hedgehogs around. And I've seen a lot of such illustrations, such pictures, so I felt kind of sad about hedgehogs. Why artists don't like drawing them? All other animals are present, but not hedgehogs. Such a pity. So as a result, except those 3 books that I have mentioned earlier, I found hedgehogs only in 2 more coloring books. Of course, I don't have many coloring books with nature, with animals. Maybe in Maria Trolle where you can find some hedgehogs. Hanne Carlsen, I don't know. I checked those 2 books that I have. No hedgehogs there. So, not that big choice. Anyway, these 3 books, especially Circle of Life, many people have this book. And if you haven't colored this hedgehog, it's really beautiful illustration. I love this version of a hedgehog with flowers instead of needles. Then Joanna Basford. Many people have this book, Enchanted Forest. And again, very interesting hedgehog. A very creative. Tomislav Tomic, not many people have this book. Anyway, I will show you. At first I thought this hedgehog is in Zemlya Snova, but it turned out in Valensan. But very beautiful, cute illustration with a hedgehog and a gnome riding this hedgehog, mushrooms around, very pretty. So, and 2 other books, Metamorphosis by Amelia Barnatan. This character, he doesn't look that much like a hedgehog, but who else that can be? So I assume it is a hedgehog. Again, same version, like flowers instead of needles. And then another one, The Princess by Anne Kronheimer, and that's the only illustration with, as I mentioned, like forest scene, a lot of different animals, and here we have a hedgehog, finally, only on one of the pictures. See, so many. Mouse, deer, rabbit, this guy, fox, deer, squirrel, and of course hedgehog is supposed to be here too, but not on many illustrations. That was all, but luckily I have quite nice illustrations with hedgehog printed from PDF coloring pages. And the first one is by Wishan Ong. Really beautiful picture, I love it. By the way, I have colored, if you remember, a flamingo illustration by same artist, Wishan Ong, and there was a hedgehog too. So, like this artist drew at least 2 hedgehogs. Then Hannah Lynn Fairy Tales. This is from Alice. Illustration, picture illustrating Alice fairy tale, and we can see not too pretty hedgehog, but still there he is. And so if you have illustrations with Alice, you can check that book. Maybe there will be some hedgehogs in that book. Then I really love this one by Daria Chakersoy, Coloring Chick. And look how cute this illustration is. Why not to draw hedgehogs more? Very cute, very beautiful. Then I have chosen this illustration because at the first glance I thought it's a hedgehog, right? When you look at his face and his hair, kind of. But then I noticed this paw, and it's not like hedgehog's paw. So now I'm confused, but what animal it is then? If you have any ideas who this guy is, please write me, because I'm curious now. Looking like this, it's like hedgehog for me, but I don't think he is a hedgehog. But then who it is? So it would be curious to hear your versions of this animal, of this creature, or it is just some fantasy creature. But I don't think so. It's someone known. So not that big choice of hedgehogs. I expect there will be a lot of pictures by Joanna or from Circle of Life, but would be nice, would be interesting if someone finds some other hedgehogs from other books that I don't have, that I haven't seen. So I'll be waiting for your works. I'm curious. And that was all for today. See you next time. Bye.